everyone, welcome to Stampin' Up with Jamie. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, either live or on replay over on my blog or on YouTube. Thanks so much. My name is Jamie. I am a Stampin' Up independent demonstrator. I am a paper crafter. I love anything that is stamps, ink, paper, and all the fun things that go along with it. So I have a fun project to share with you tonight. As you're coming in, give me a shout out, say hello where you're watching from. Let me know I'm live. Michelle is here. Hello. I hope everyone is doing super well tonight. I'm just happy to be here with you. Hi, Terry. Hi everyone. A couple of announcements. My catalog's over here. I got my first batch of catalogs in, so if you are a customer of mine and have ordered within the past year, you will automatically be mailed a catalog. If you placed a $50 order in March, you will get the spiral bound catalog. I dropped that off tonight and I'm picking them up tomorrow for you guys. Hi Heather and Karen. So the new annual catalog, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. You're gonna want everything in it. Your wish list is gonna be long as mine is. So now would be a great time to consider joining as a demonstrator. You will be able to add pre-order items to your starter kit, which is huge, and get all those fun goodies ahead of time. That's one of the main most awesome perks of being a demonstrator, is getting to pre-order and get your hands on those things early. Hi Beth from Maine. I love Maine. I used to vacation there all the time as a little girl. And Rosie's here. Hi everyone. So annual catalog, it's going to go out to customers. It should go out hopefully Friday. That's my goal, Friday. Over on my blog, you will find information about my product shares. I have a couple of different options going on. I have a designer series paper share. I have a ribbon and embellishment share. I have combination shares. There's lots of options for you. So if you are interested in a product share, it basically gets your hands on all the new goodies without having to buy one of everything. I buy one of everything. I cut it up and divide it up for you. I individually package all of my all the product in resealable cellophane bags, and I label everything with the product name, number, and coordinating colors. All the designer series paper will get cut into 6x6. And then I didn't package any ribbon up. I just did the embellishments. So here's a sample of how the embellishments and ribbons get packaged. Again, they get all individually labeled with the product name and product number, for making it as easy for you to find what you want and to be able to reorder what you're looking for. So product shares, all the information is up on my blog. It's in the header. It's in the menu top bar there. So go ahead and click on that and you'll find all the information. I love my product shares. They are a complete labor of love. I feel like they're kind of my babies. And I just love the idea. Honestly, before I was a demonstrator, had I known about product shares, I would have been all in. So product shares, new catalogs going out. The other announcement I have is I am going to be offering a couple things. I'm working on something right now and I'm not quite going to share all the details with it. It's going to probably roll out within the next week. So I'm going to keep one thing a secret. But the other thing I wanted to share is I am going to offer a cluster, I guess is how you want to call this, of cards for you to purchase for, I'm kind of thinking Mother's Day, although it can be adapted to birthdays or just because you want them. But I kind of have Mother's Day in mind. So in the package, you get 5 cards with envelopes. They're all designed. I'm going to make one of them for you tonight. They all use the product I'm going to use tonight. It's gorgeous. I love these cards. I love these cards. And so you can purchase this. The bundle of cards, 5 cards, will be $20. It includes shipping, and I will mail it straight to you. And then you can give it to I don't know, your mother. You can keep them for yourself, your grandma, your aunt, your sister, someone who loves handmade cards and would be interested in mailing those out. So details will be on my blog, but this is kind of like a first hint. So the 5 cards with envelopes and this beautifully packaged little thing, acetate box, I think it's called. Perfect for gift giving for the women in your life. although it could be birthday as well. So that's kind of all the announcements I have. I'm going to be making one of these cards tonight. It uses beautiful product. I sat down this afternoon and I just kept making cards with the product because it's so pretty. It's gorgeous. It's in the new catalog. I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet. So when the catalog gets to you, make sure you flip around and you find this product because you're going to want it all. I'm telling you, if you're not a demonstrator, you should become one because you're going to want the discount. That your wish list is going to be really long. I did pop in the description of this video here the link to my YouTube channel. If you missed it the other day, I did in color stamping comparison of the 5 new in colors, and I also showed my unboxing. It's a little rough around the edges, and if you hop over to the video, I explain sort of why. But if you missed those videos, the link should be in the description of this video here, and you can click on those and see the 5 new in colors as well as all the new goodies I got. I didn't get everything. There were some things that a girl's got to have her limits too. But I did get a lot, and you're going to want to see, especially the in color stamping comparison. It's always very helpful to be able to see that. So let's get stamping. I'm really happy. I think you're going to love what I have to share. And I just realized I forgot to take out one of my, I did too. I forgot to take out one of the dies, so I'm going to have to do that in a second. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining me tonight. And Shannon's here. I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera around. If you tend to get seasick or motion sick, just look away for a second. I'm going to put my finger over the camera, and as soon as you're looking down, just look back. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to flip you around. Give me a second here. It's always a little clunky. Whoops. Okay. Oops. And then I start to twist it the wrong way, and so it's loosening it as opposed to tightening it. Okay, let's see here. Although it just gave, that's my ceiling. There we go. It just gave me a warning that I wasn't facing the right way. Am I good? Someone give me a thumbs up if my card is the right way. If not, I'm going to have to start over. I'm not sure if it got... Do you have your bone folder? Karen, I do. I made sure I grabbed it, especially after your little shout out in your video this afternoon. I'm like, I'm going to have that bone folder ready to go. Okay, thanks. I'm good. I think I'm good. Yes, I made sure. It was the first thing I pulled out to get ready. Sorry, I'm just moving my camera around. Okay. Lindsay says I'm good. Okay, thanks, guys. It gave me like a thing saying, you're not facing the right way. Gotta love technology. And I'm like, I don't know how to fix that. Okay, so this is one of the cards that will be included in the 5 cards in that bundle. Again, for $20, includes shipping. You'll get the 5 cards using all this beautiful new product. Let me tell you, once you get your catalog, hold on, let me just flip through mine and tell you what page this is on. Okay. This bundle of Sweet, it's called the Hand Penned Sweet. So it has, let's see, it has a bundle, so stamp and dies. It has designer series paper. It has Genial Gems, although I'm not using those in my card today. They are used on one of my cards in the packet. And then I'm pulled in this really, really fun Bumblebee. He is gold, and I believe you get, hold on. Oh, sorry. So the Sweet is on page 104. When you get your catalog, flip to 104. The bees are the Bumblebee trinkets, and you get 20 of them. And I just think they're so stinking cute. I mean, how adorable is that? So cute. Yours arrives tomorrow, Roz. Oh my gosh. I hope you have nothing planned tomorrow, because you're going to be, you're not going to want to do anything else. Right? It should come with a warning. Okay, let's dive in, and I'll kind of walk you through the product and what I got going here. I'm starting off with thick basic white cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I don't know. I got a little glue on that. Did I score it? I did. It just didn't score. So this is thick. Actually, I'm not going to fold it yet. This is a thick basic white. Anytime you are using sort of the white as a card base, I like to use the thick basic white. Although this card technically, well, I guess it can sort of stand up, but it doesn't necessarily stand. You do want the thick white because it is a sturdier white to be like for the card base. If you were just to use the plain basic white, it would work. It just would be a little flimsier. This has a little bit more oomph to it. Technical term, by the way. And one of the things we got to pre-order, and I am super excited about these, the Basic Borders dies. These aren't part of a bundle, so you might be quick to overlook them or not see them. So you're going to have to go to the dies at the end of the catalog. And they come with 6 different edging that you can use. This one, for example, the one that I'm using tonight, this sort of V. I mean, you can do it this way. I kind of did it as an angle. You could, let's see here. So I did it like this, right? But you could also like do this side of your card, right? And have it open this way. One side of it is stitched and then the other side is dotted. So depending on the way I did it, I got the dotted edge. The negative that got cut off would give me the stitched. And just really beautiful. And I think these are great for card making, and I think they're going to be great for scrapbooking. I cannot wait to use these on a layout. This one's really fun. It's sort of clouds. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that one. And then we sort of have a zigzag and then like a wavy zigzag and then a scalloped and then just a rounded one. So don't overlook these. They're not part of a bundle. You could easily miss them. They are under the dies. Okay, so for tonight, I'm using this. And it's funny because when was it? Oh, it was one of my cards that I did for my event. I did this sort of cockeyed edging and I had to like manually do it. Well, now we have a die. We don't have to think about it. Even better. Here's the thing. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to kind of go, yeah, that looks right. So my card, in case you really want to be like super particular, this is about 2 1/4 up. 2 1/4 up and about 1 1/2. So 2 1/4 up, 1 1/2. I'm not going to be that particular. I'm just going to kind of put my die on and say, yeah, that's good enough. So let me just get gosh, there's stuff everywhere. This is what happens during a live. Okay. You could do a straight edge here and then have it go up. I kind of want them both sort of cockeyed. One a little bit higher than the other. And I'm going to run this through. What does Shannon say? I can see making a template out of the cloud looking one and using the blending brushes. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes to all of that. Yes. Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So I didn't measure it. I have a feeling it's going to sort of be similar sized. Let's see here. Let's see how this one came out. It's a little shorter, so it's about 2 inches, and this one actually looks about the same. It's a little shorter, like 1 5/8. So 2 and 1 5/8 is how this one came out. And for that reason, I didn't cut my paper, my designer series paper ahead of time because I knew that my sizing might be a little different. So let me show you this paper. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, Stamp It Up hit it out of the park with their designer series paper, which is why you're going to want a product share. You're going to want it. I promise you're going to want it. It is called the Hand Penned Designer Series paper. And they have these gorgeous sort of watercolored images. Beautiful coloring. I love the mix and match. This green here is like a garden green, which I have to say is probably my least used green. So we have that one. Then we have this one. Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? This is the one I'm using tonight. And I just sort of have it peekabooing out underneath. I'm not showing it too much, but it's there. So, so pretty. This one is gorgeous. I just love even here, like you get a couple, like these colors sort of mixed together and they're just so, so pretty. This one has the florals, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Mint Macaron. This one's like more garden green with the Misty Moonlight. And then that's one of our new ink colors, our pale papaya. And here's another gorgeous floral. And then as you know, all of our designer series paper is 2-sided. So the flip side is this beautiful green Oh gosh, I just love these so much. I cannot say how much. Do you get the idea how much I love these? That's how they're just gorgeous. Highland Heather. Again, it's not even toned. It's sort of like this watercolor wash across it. Pale Papaya Dotted, again with this sort of uneven colored background. I believe this is this Flirty Flamingo? What is this? Oh, Blushing Bride. I'm sorry. This is a Blushing Bride. It wasn't Flirty Flamingo. And then we have a green, which is probably like the garden green. And then Daffodil Delight. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous paper. Again, it's in my product share. So check out all the details on my blog. So I am using this one here with the sort of purple and yellows and greens, although there is, I think that's a little pool party in there. And now that I know the sizing, I can measure. I'm going to cut it at about 2. I'm going to cut it up about 2 1/4. I already have the width. I'll give you that in a second. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. 2 1/4. Okay, so the width of it is 4 1/8 and then 2 1/4. So 4 1/8 will be your width, and then just kind of after you cut it, measure how high up your cut goes and then go a little further. I think I see some paper hoarding in my future. Oh my goodness, that's hysterical, Heather. Don't hoard. We don't hoard our cards. We don't hoard our paper. You just have to order lots of it. That's all. I mean, it's not a matter of hoarding it. It's a matter of just buying lots and using it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this sort of snug to the bottom. Gorgeous. Just sort of peekabooing. It's not as pretty as this is. I'm actually not really showing it that much. But it's there. Hey, Denise. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Okay, so now we're going to create this floral here. And I'm using the stamp set that coordinates in that suite, the hand penned petals. This is like 2-step stamping. So you could, this is the image I'm going to use. And there are coordinating flowers to stamp over that. That's why you get your 2-step stamping. If you didn't want to do the 2-step stamping, you easily could color this in with our Stampin' Blends. With some great sentiments. I'm using the Thanks Tonight. And here, should I show you the coordinating? Let's show you the coordinating dies. So it comes in the bundle, which will save you that 10%. Penned Flowers dies. Oh, they're so pretty. You get this gorgeous scalloped, which I'm not using tonight. I could have used that in lieu of these ones here, but I didn't. I used them lots in my card bundle there. And then we have some dies that will cut out sort of the outer, you know, like the stamped images. And then we have some standalones as well. Love it. And then this is my color sort of scheme that I'm working with. Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, and Mint Macaron. Really pretty. I don't know if I would have, well, I definitely wouldn't have thrown that Daffodil Delight in there, but really pretty. Purples and yellows always are very complementary to each other. Whenever you are trying to pick a color and you're using purple, you may want to consider going yellow. Sorry, I just realized I forgot my memento. Okay, I'm going to stamp that one. You have sort of 2 bigger floral images, okay, and they both have coordinating dies. They both have, like this guy here fits in here, but I'm going to stamp him. And I'm going to stamp him in Memento Black ink, sort of our catch-all black. If you are watercoloring, then you're going to want to use the StazOn, but pretty much for everything else, Memento will work. It's like it just does everything. It works with our Stampin' Blends. It's just your everyday black. Don't use it for watercoloring because it is water-based itself. The black will completely run. Okay, beautiful. Again, you could use your Stampin' Blends and color that in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use our ink. And here's the thing about these images that work, that coordinate. It's not a perfect fit. And this is why, one of the reasons why I really love this stamp set. If you are a beginner stamper, if you're sort of new, this is perfect because you don't have to worry about aligning things up perfect. So let me show you what I mean. And I'm going to be stamping off. I realize that the coordinating paper, it is a more muted color. So this purple down here is Highland Heather, but it's more of a stamped off Highland Heather. It's not full strength. So what was I saying? What was I meaning? So I'm going to ink up. I'm using that one flower. I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to kind of line up the middle, but it's not going to perfectly fit. Wait till you see this. See what I mean? And it's not supposed to be. That's like, it's on purpose. It's not like it's a bad stamp. So you don't have to worry about lining up the two. It's two-step stamping, but it's really easy two-step stamping. Really, really easy. You can do this. So easy. Let me see here. Where's the other? Did I put that on a block? I guess that's this one. Let me get, I'm running out of blocks. I said this last week too. I need to get a lot of smaller blocks. Okay, so, whoops, get back here. Same thing. Gonna ink up this one, stamp off to get that lighter shade. And we're gonna stamp him there. Again, he doesn't really fit. I really didn't even try for that one. He doesn't line up, and that's okay. That's sort of the way it's supposed to be. It is the way it's supposed to be. So if you're new to stamping, or maybe you're not great with placement, this is a really user-friendly stamp. I'm gonna stamp off, and this one I'm gonna use over here. Maybe I'll try a little harder to, to line it up. That other one I didn't really try that much. And again, they're not really supposed to line up, but more or less. So they each have a flower that matches, and then there's this one that has two, and that's for these guys over here. So stamp off. It really, the colors match better when you stamp off. And like that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do those yellow. Oh, I just realized that. That's what happens when I stamp, and I talk and I stamp at the same time. Okay. Okay, so that was our sample. That's what not to do. Let me do it again quickly, because I do want that yellow in here. Where's my big guy? Okay, so that's what it would look like if you did all purple. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. We're just going to do that again. Take two. That's what happens when I get yapping and I'm not thinking. Okay, let's try this again. Well, now you get it, and I can do that one a little better. Too funny. Okay, there's our image again. And we're going to, I'm going to start with the, let's see here. I'll start with the bigger one again. Ink it up, stamp off. And we're going to somewhat, again, kind of line up the center and sort of the petals, but it's not meant to line up perfectly, which is why I love it. Okay, this one I am going to do in the purple, the Highland Heather. Stamp off for that one. That's a better stamp than my previous one. Okay, and for these ones, I'm going to do Daffodil Delight. I'm not going to get yapping and get confused. Okay, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to ink up and stamp off. Where is it? This one over here. Perfect. And the same with this one. I like how these are clustered, so you get these baby ones a lot quicker. Okay, gorgeous. And then for the green, I'm going to use the Mint Macaron. Let me just pull these off. Let's see here. What should I do? Let me put them. I'm afraid if I take them off, I'm going to lose them. So hold on. Let me just put them all on one single block. And then there's two petals, two leaves, not petals, leaves. There's a bigger one and then a smaller one. And again, they're meant to sort of coordinate. Did I put one on a, oh, there it is. I have that one blocked up already. I'm like, where'd it go? Okay. So we have sort of two bigger leaves and then some smaller ones. So I'm going to use the bigger one on the bigger one. If that, I'm sure you couldn't have figured that out by yourself. And just like the petals, it's not meant to perfectly fit. It's really very artistic. It's really, really user-friendly. Two-step stamping can somewhat be a little intimidating sometimes if you have to really get, you know, close alignment. But this is just, I mean, I'm zipping through this. And if I hadn't messed up my coloring in that one, we would be done by now. Oh, I just put my fingers in that. That's okay. No big deal. Okay, so there's our finished. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And when paired with this paper, oh, it's like a match made in heaven. Makes me so happy when everything is matchy-matchy and pretty. That's not what I want. Hold on, I gotta get the dies. We're gonna use this one. We'll cut out the whole thing. I didn't use this one at all, but this is another, like it matches it, but it would be a good like overlay. User-friendly if you don't have OCD. But that's the thing, Karen, is it's supposed to look like that. It's the purpose of it. It's fulfilling its purpose and not being matchy-matchy. That's funny. Okay, off camera here, I'm just going to slide this through my die cutting machine here. And I'm not going to rush it because I want to get good. This I do want to align well. And what do I do with this? Okay, run this through. Okay, hopefully good. I love when it does what it's supposed to do. Isn't that so pretty? Even it cuts out like the little hole there, which is nice. Okie dokie, what are we doing? I use those same dies ahead of time. And there's two different sized leaves. We have this kind of cluster of leaves and then a duo. You have to get past that. You can do it, Karen, especially one with like this. I just love how rustic. It matches the paper because the paper is very, you know, watercolory-y. And so is, I don't know, kind of gives the same effect. So I cut out 2 of each from the Mint Macaron cardstock, and I'm just going to sort of roughly adhere these behind my stamped image. All I do when I do this is I put a little adhesive on the back. Can you, there, where is it? I caught it in a second. Where is it? I can't get the light on it. There we go. And holding it, I just kind of like, yeah, I like this one sort of here. And then I like this one, you know, like over, do I have adhesive there? Hold on. First you have to make sure you have adhesive where you want it to go. This one I sort of like here. I don't know. I don't overthink it. I just kind of put it where I think it looks nice. Then for these guys, I put another ones down here, and I'm just going to hold it and do the same thing. Come on. Like, I don't know. That's kind of pretty here. And this one looks pretty. Maybe over there. Is there adhesive there? No. Helps if there's adhesive, or else it's not going to hold down very well. You know, like there. I don't know. I don't overthink it too much. That's kind of my end result-ish. Okay, where's my card? Here's my card. In the new catalog is lots of beautiful new ribbon. One of them is the Highland Heather. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. We're just going to call it ribbon. Highland Heather ribbon. It's a 1/2 inch. And it has sort of like this shimmer in it. It does have like a little shimmery to it. And I'm going to use that to kind of wind over my space here. And when I do this kind of folding over, this sort of zigzag of ribbon, all I do is I put a little bit of adhesive. I think I did that too far over. And I go up one. Hold on. That's way too, well, I guess it's not. Let me get an idea, please. Okay, no. And then I just fold it over, catch that adhesive again, folded it over, and catch that adhesive again. And then I snip. I couldn't even tell you how much this measures. And then here's the thing. If you don't like the way it looks, you just take it off. It's not like too down. In fact, I might secure that one a little bit more. Grosgrain. It's such a weird word. It is. Is that how you don't pronounce the S? That's really grosgrain? I'm glad I didn't attempt to pronounce it because I would have pronounced the S and sounded like a fool. I'm glad I didn't touch that. Okay, next I'm going to just, hold on, let me just make sure if I cover, yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of tear and tape because although these are down, I guess I could have put the adhesive over a little bit more. I'm just going to sort of, this tear and tape, I use it for everything. I use it as adhesive, but then I also use it as tape. I'm just going to leave it there. Our little secret that is there holding that in place so it doesn't go in. Yeah, that's going to be covered, so you're not even going to see it. Beautiful. Okay, so we have our stamped image here. I'm going to adhere it with Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't know. Kind of all over, I suppose. Let's throw another one on for the heck of it. Why not? Peel these babies off. Again, the paper is in my product shares and the designer series paper product shares. All the details are over on my blog. I did include those links as well as the YouTube links here in the description of the video, so you can find it easily. Fabric and ribbon naming, people make stuff up all the time. I have no idea. I bet my mom would know. She's good with that sort of stuff. I don't know these things. You tell me and it pronounces one way and I'll say, sure, I believe you. Okay, so I just adhered that over my ribbon. I had to think about what that's called. Now, we have the sentiment thanks. Here's the trickiness with this thanks. Because it's sort of on an angle and diagonal, the font is, it can be really a little tricky to make sure you stamp it straight. So I am going to line up the HAN, the bottom of it, along my grid paper. And then I'm going to take my block and put my block along one of those lines and pick it up. That way, I'm not trying to, it's really hard. Anytime that something's on an angle, you're going to want to naturally like straighten out the letters, but then it's going to be crooked. So this is what I mean, right? The letters are angled. So when we stamp it, we kind of want to make it go like this, but then it's completely crooked. So I line it right up on my grid paper, and then I put my block right up to the grid paper, and it's not foolproof. There's no promises. You still have to put the block straight, but you have a better chance. See? Better chance. And I'm going to sort of aim for kind of in that nook there. Let's go there. I'm stamping in Highland Heather. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm going to add a bumblebee trinket. These bumblebees are gorgeous. The detail on them, I was really impressed by it. The little bodies, the wings. There's a lot of detail in that trinket, and it's got a flat back. So I am going to use a glue dot to adhere it down. These are included in the ribbon and embellishment share, by the way. You're going to hear me talk a lot about them because I'm such an advocate for these product shares. Okay, I got a glue dot on the back of it there. Oops, sorry, it's not in focus. There you go, glue dot. And I debated on putting him up here. Honestly, I thought he might kind of cute, but then I thought, well, he kind of frames in the sentiment if I put him on the bottom. So that's what I went with. But I do kind of like, I think this one I'm going to put him up on the top, just because that's where I originally wanted him. And then we can decide which one we like better, the B on the top or the B on the bottom. And there we have it. A simpler card, nothing too fancy, but you get a really fun edged bottom to it, gorgeous paper, some really fun stamping, a little shiny ribbon, a nice embellishment, and call it a day. I mean, it doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to get this card going. And I think you're really, really going to like this product. I'm really excited for it. If you've been watching the video and have yet to leave a comment, quickly do so. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to pop all your names into a hat and someone will receive tonight's card for free. I'll pop it in the mail for you. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. If you have, again, you can head to JaimieB, JAIMIEB, as in boy.com. You'll find my link to place an order, my product share link, and lots of other goodies. So thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had fun stamping with me, and I will be back next week, and I hope you'll join me then as well. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good night.